city bonga bonga bonga. Hey, 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 city bonga bonga bonga. Hey, 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 hey. That means gratitude, gratitude. Thank you, thank you. Yes, let's give thanks. Let's give thanks. The queen has arrived. The queen has arrived. Let's give thanks. Sani bonani, sani bonani, sani bonani, bonga bonga. I'm saying it the British way. Bonga bonga, bonga bonga. Give thanks all day, every day. Give thanks all day, every day. Give thanks all day, every day. No matter what's going on in your life, remember to always give thanks. So, we're almost there. I think I released a video that I was going to release on the last day. I think I really released that video and I was just like, oh my goodness. So, we'll have 2 celebrations. How about that? Yeah. So, we're almost there. This has been one of the most exciting, challenging, stretching, vulnerable projects I have been on. It's been quite an interesting journey, and I'm so grateful of who I have become as a result of this project. It's never about getting something on the outside, it's who you become. Oh my goodness, I am so thankful for this project. I am so freaking thankful that this project showed up at this time. Who I have become is a woman that I always knew was inside of me, but I just was waiting for the right moment for her to show up. And I'm so thankful that all of I was for the longest time was doing a lot of soul retrieval. Look up soul retrieval. It's a shamanic practice where you call back fragments of your soul parts to your body and you call them back. I have a program I do, it's called Imbizo. I used to do it over a 6 week, but I realized it was like too intense because like really doing soul retrievals are intense. Like when you have a soul retrieval, a part of your soul, what a part of your soul, remembrance happens. Remembrance happens. You can remember past gifts from a past lifetime that now are ready to be used in this lifetime. You can remember pains from a past lifetime that can be healed in this lifetime, and then you receive the gifts from that lesson or pain. Yeah, soul retrievals are really powerful. They're really powerful. So now I'm just thinking, no, I think it should be like a 12-week program, because when you start calling back your soul parts, you start remembering so many gifts of divinity within you, so many seeds within you that were laying dormant. And I think sometimes the integration can be intense. It can be intense. The integration can be intense. It can be truly intense. And so yeah, I think doing it fast, like when I did it with my shamanic healers, it was a 4-week process. And I kind of like became useless to the world, even to the business world, because like I was integrating so much and I was just like kind of useless. I couldn't think. And I think if people are still working and have families, look, I didn't have children and stuff like that. I think it's tough to integrate these gifts of divinity and everything that comes with spiritual awakening over a 6-week period. Yeah. But I was working with visionaries, putting them through that 6-week period. They needed that fast boom. But I don't think everyone has the capacity. I didn't truly have the capacity for. If you had told me 10 years ago what I'd have to live through to be here speaking this, I would have said, no. Which brings us to this lesson. Let us forgive God for us not having faith in our spiritual awakening and our journey on planet Earth and our purpose. Let's stop forgiving people. And let's stop pointing the finger and blaming everybody outside of ourselves, and let's start looking inside. Okay. So let us forgive God that we didn't have faith in ourselves once upon a time to make the decisions we know are right to make, walk the path we know is right for us, and fulfill our purpose and be happy. Yeah, that's long. Forgive God that you didn't have the faith in yourself. Oh, oh. Now that means you gotta look at your low self-esteem, you gotta look at your limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, you gotta look at your behaviors, you gotta look at everything. Look, let's talk about faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not here yet, or something like this. I can't remember. I did go to ministerial school. I just forgot. I'm studying Buddhism right now. I'm studying a lot. Okay. So what is faith? That's like the Christian version of what faith is, right? But when you look at it, it's so difficult to have faith. When you are down in the dumps and you're in depression, honestly, it's difficult to have faith in anything because I know what depression is. When you're really down in the dumps and depression, you just see black. Everything is black. And that's why people unalive themselves when they are depressed, because you don't actually have faith in anything, because you wake up, it's the same drama, it's the same sadness, it's the same just blackness. You cry a lot when you're depressed. You're an awful human being. How do I know this? Because I've looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh, the Chemi that was depressed was really sad. Awful human being. But I had to go through that stage. I had to live through that. But I can honestly say the one thing that got me out of depression and like just whole was faith. Faith in what? Then when I wake up in the morning and I put my feet on the ground, I'm not gonna fall through. It was just that simple. It wasn't faith in God. I couldn't have faith in God when I was depressed because I didn't understand this God outside of myself anymore. When you have a serious spiritual awakening and you go through the dark night of the soul, and especially if you're doing soul retrievals, look up soul retrievals. It's an awful experience. I'm telling you, nothing seems worth it. I was speaking to one woman, one German woman. She said, you know, in Europe, everybody's just given up. They're just like, whatever, let's just have a drink and just like, whatever. Then they just, whatever, give it up. Mhm. She was like, I just come back from Australia. It's the same thing. People are just scared and they've just given up. They just, whatever. That's depression. That's apathy. When you are in that state, it's like eighth hell realm. Honestly, it's eighth hell realm, seventh hell realms. It's so difficult to have faith. So to get out of that, for me, I found that forgiveness work really helps because you can forgive God because really you're angry. Underneath all that sadness, no, underneath all that anger and that depression and that apathy is just sadness. Sadness that you believed in something that turned out, oh my God, to not be 100% true like you thought it would be, right? And we all have disappointments. We have faith in God, we have faith in the government, we have faith in the medical system, we have faith in the school system, we have faith in our relationships that we are going to stay married and love each other forever. And when these things fall apart, it's so difficult to have faith again. It can really crush you from so deep within. And then you start questioning the purpose and the value of life. And you're like, God, if you said you loved me, if you believe in a God, or Buddha, if you said you loved me, how is this happening in my life? How am I, how am I in this place where I don't even know what's going on, and how am I going to even how I'm even going to go forward? Just like think about if you've lost someone who you really really love. You know what I mean? Like your mother, your father, and it was sudden, and I don't know what's going on the internet, and you weren't expecting it. Sometimes that grief can take you into such a dark place where you lose faith. So let's forgive God for all the times we, the internet's going weird. where we didn't have faith in ourselves to be able to get through whatever situation we knew our soul made an agreement to get through. Your soul made an agreement to come here to planet Earth. Your soul made an agreement with God consciousness, whatever you call God, Father, Mother, God, to come to this planet and live the best experience